Yo, what's goody gang? We back at it again with another Dokkan battle video, baby. And today we finna get into the best team builds for the new AGL Eza Kid Gohan. Now, before I get into this video, I just want to let you guys know there's very little teams that this guy can go on. Because there's very little niche situations you want him to be ran in for certain teams. But yeah, we're gonna get into that today, and hopefully if this video helps you guys, you'll drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. All right, let's get into it. So, okay, this Gohan, he is a Heavenly Events or Bond of Master and Disciple category leader, but we're not running this guy as a leader because he's just a strictly 170, and running 170 in the big 2025, that's not gonna happen, bro. Like, you're gonna get absolutely eviscerated running this kind of leader. But his basic effects are pretty good. I mean, he's a great defensive character. I ran him in some of the hardest events, and more times than often, he was able to tank, give good support, and heal the team when needed. This comes in handy for sure. The active shield of, or the shield of light, the active skill. He recovers 30% HP, guards all attacks for 1 turn, and raises all allies' defense by 20% for 2 turns. And then plus, he's giving all allies ki +3 in defense by 58% anyway. So this guy's a juggernaut. So, okay, so the teams I'm going to run him on, forget that. So we're going to do a hybrid Saiyans team. So we're going to have into Gohan, Goten, and Trunks as the leader. Now, they lead hybrid Saiyans, youth, or defenders of justice. And they have the extra stats for siblings bond, bond of parent and child, or bond of friendship. Now, Gohan, he is on hybrid Saiyans, bond of master and disciple, bond of parent and child as well. So we're going to throw him in there. Now, having a good hybrid Saiyans lead is actually really good because this team, it wasn't good. Like, after Beast Gohan pretty much fell off, like, we didn't really have any good hybrid Saiyans leaders. So having this Gohan on the team, he's actually really solid. Let's pull him up real quick. Where's he at? So not his best linking partner, but we can make some shake. Hold on, chat. Let's see. We can do hybrid Saiyans. There he goes. He's the perfect leader for hybrid Saiyans. So he's also helping out this Gohan too, because when there's another hybrid Saiyans or bond of parent and child ally on the team, he's giving all allies attacking defense by 30%, which is also more buffs as well. I mean, there's just buffs everywhere on this team. Everybody's getting attack and defense, giving attack and defense. Like, it's crazy. So this Gohan, he's a great leader for this Gohan as well. Now, for the next unit, this one's going to be really good right here. For the next unit, you definitely want to have on this team is Path to Power Kid Goku. So yeah, you're running hybrid Saiyans, youth, or defenders of justice. You want this guy on here. Let's pull up this Goku real quick. He's not on hybrid Saiyans, but he is on he is youth category. There we go. So yeah, this Goku right here, he's a great slot 3 supporter. I mean, he's not really restricted to any teams, but you want to give him as many key spheres as possible, especially like in the in the third slot. He's launching an additional super, has a great chance to become a super, which, I mean, you don't really care about that. It's this what you want right here. 7 or more key spheres obtained, or 5 or more key spheres obtained as a third attacker. He's giving all allies a chance to crit, and he's giving extra damage reduction, as well as all allies attack and defense by 8% for 2 turns. Now, this doesn't seem like a lot, but think about it. All those extra stats that these characters are getting and giving to themselves, along with other people on the team, along with 8% damage reduction, like, it all adds up. If you know what I mean, if you know how to like treat your characters right, put them in the right slots, like, it adds up, trust me. So okay, that's the Goku right there. He's definitely a character you want to have on this team. Okay, now for the next hybrid Saiyans character, I want to throw on the Super Eza Goten and Trunks. Okay, so if we go to hybrid Saiyans, let's see. All right, boom. So with these guys, I'm kind of conflicted with running these cats because yes, they do really good damage, and you know, their dodge chance is pretty good. They're also getting buffs as well with youth and hybrid Saiyans teams as well. I mean, they're not giving any kind of like support, but I mean, the more youth or hybrid Saiyans characters you have on the team, basically buffs them up even more. So I mean, they're a good super easy to run on hybrid Saiyans because we don't have too many other options. But I mean, these guys are interchangeable, I'd say. So I mean, they're good for the team as well. Trunks and Goten. Another character I want to put on this team is Super Eza. My bad, not Super Eza. Eza Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Let's pull him up real quick. I know he links well with one of these characters. We'll do... Okay, we'll just backtrack on Hybrid Saiyans. All right, cool. Now this Eza Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, this guy's a crazy damage dealer, bro. Crazy damage dealer. So with the Hybrid Saiyans team so far, you have support, defense, and now you have damage. This guy, he's a great damage dealer. He's not even restricted to any like legit key spheres or any type key spheres. He just needs key spheres. So for every key sphere obtained, he gets attack and defense by 10%. And he's a key sphere changer as well. He changes his own key spheres, and you know, when you get his 18 key or more, he's basically with Hybrid Saiyans, he's getting defense by 159%, just having all these crazy stats everywhere, dude. So he's definitely good to have on this team for sure. The Super Saiyan 2 Eza Gohan, crazy damage dealer. And then next up is a character you can put on this team. I would say you could run the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan right here from the 10th anniversary. Now, even though these two might not link next to each other, he's still really good. Let me pull him up real quick. It's gonna be Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Yeah, I know these guys don't link, but oh well. Yeah, so this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, he is a 10th anniversary headliner character, really good. I've come to notice like the more enemies that are on the field, the more this guy shows out. Like kind of like in the Garlic Jr., like when he's fighting the Garlic Juniors, how he's just showing out, basically putting belt to ass on all the Garlic Juniors left and right. Kind of reminds me of what he does in the game. Like I've tried him in Super Battle Road, and this guy was just annihilating, dude. Crazy. He's another crazy damage dealer. He's definitely not a slot one character. His defense back in the 10th anniversary level content was actually really good. Like he was tanking attacks for the most part, but after GDC, like this guy, his defense is not enough. He's getting one shot in a lot of this harder content. No, he's stacking attack and defense up to 80%. Definitely another good damage dealer for sure. I mean, when receiving an attack, defense by 158%, like, yeah. And his active skill is so powerful, bro. Like, on a good turn, his active skill is hitting max damage. Like, max damage. So, this Gohan is pretty crazy. I'm not going to lie. I know a lot of people have kind of soured on this character, but he's still pretty crazy. So, yeah, this would probably be, like, the most optimal Hybrid Saiyans team, but we're gonna make some changes. Okay, so, let's just say... let's just say you don't have this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, since he is kind of like an older character. I would say another option would be you could bring Beast Gohan. I mean, in short form content, Beast Gohan, he's still kind of like the man, you know what I mean? Like Beast Gohan, yes, he has fallen off in terms of like how well he performs defensively and offensively. But you know, for those first couple of turns, like he still kicks ass for the most part. I mean, he's usable in the Goku Black and Zamasu fight. I mean, you can end that pretty fast. I know a lot of people have to have this Beast Gohan. You either have him rainbowed or you have him like maybe a couple of dupes in, but he's still a good option to run. Very, very situational though. Like for longer fights, I wouldn't recommend bringing this guy just because like he falls off pretty fast. Like the more turns go on in the fight, but for this situation, if you're running like a short form content, like Beast Gohan's still the man. I got to give it to him. All right, so next up, let's just say I'm just switching around these characters. I mean, you know, I get a lot of comments saying like, oh, what if I don't have this character? Who's a good replacement? Bro, you guys just gotta use your brain. You know what I mean? Just use your brain. It's not hard to run a Hybrid Saiyans team. I mean, these guys are all over the place. So another option I would say to bring, and I'm gonna be genuinely honest, like if I wouldn't tell you guys to bring a unit that I don't think is gonna perform well. I would bring these guys, Goten and Trunks. These guys are really, really good as well. Let's pull them up because they're actually pretty nefarious. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we can backtrack to Hybrid Saiyans. There we go. So yeah, you can bring these guys as well. I mean, they're a great dodging character. Can definitely put up some crazy numbers. Just make sure they don't get hit. I mean, if they get touched, then they're pretty much done for. They have a pretty crazy strong active skill to where they basically 100% dodge for one turn. So basically, you can basically get your stacks in. I mean, I guess stacks like in this sense, like attacking defense up by 20 up to 100%, and then chance of evading up to 50. You can get that up pretty easy. So I mean, these guys, they're another good option for sure. Like I said, they're basically dodge or die in a lot of this newer content. So I'd definitely be careful with running them, but they're definitely another good option. All right, now for another option, I'm gonna just do this. This is gonna be the last one. This is characters that I think you could still run effectively. So we're gonna take out. Okay, I'll take out this guy, and then I'm gonna throw in. Let's see. Let's throw in Family Kamehameha Gohan. Yeah, I'm gonna throw him in. So, okay, the thing is with this Family Kamehameha Gohan is on his first turn, he's looking very, very, very weak. Very weak on his first turn. But get him a couple of turns where he's doing like 2 supers, maybe even 3 supers at that. Like, he's going to be looking pretty fire by the time you get ready to fire off that Family Kamehameha. Now, like I said, you'd probably have to float him. Depending on the situation, you might have to float him on your first turn so you can get some stacks in. For every attack performed, he is getting attack up by 40% up to 200 and defense by 30% up to 150. So 3 supers, you could get that up there pretty fast. Definitely get that up there pretty fast. So with that being said, he's another good option. Like I said, you want to fire off the Kamehameha. Where's his yeah, you can go ahead and fire off his Kamehameha once you really get the chance on a standby, and then pretty much be able to wipe. I mean, on a good turn, this guy's doing max damage. Like, you get him in the best situation possible, this fully built up and everything, bro, you can definitely get this guy hitting max damage for sure. So yeah, with him, he's another good option. But I mean, if you want the most solid team, then it would have to be like the first choice, which would probably be the replace this guy for the Easy A, Super Easy A, Goten and Trunks. Okay, and now for the next set of teams I'm going to build. This is basically going to be a demonic power build. We did a hybrid Saiyans one. Now it's basically going to be demonic power. So you already know with demonic power, we're running the new Super Saiyan 4 mini Daima Goku. He's leading demonic power, pure Saiyans, Dragon Ball Seekers, time travelers, and bond of parent and child. So with Gohan being demonic power and bond of parent and child, we're going to throw this bad boy on here. I mean, this Goku right here, even he's supporting. Where's he at? So yeah, so when he activates his 12 key or active skill, demonic power or Dragon Ball Seekers allies attack by 40% and defense by 20% for 2 turns. So he's a good 2-turn support for demonic power, which is basically one of the teams you're going to be running right now. So you want to throw him on there. I don't have to talk too much about him because everybody already knows how good he is. And then see if we're running another demonic power, then you want to throw this Piccolo on here. Bro, this Piccolo right here. Hold on. One second. Dude, don't even get me started on this Piccolo, bro. Let's check this out. So he gives demonic power category allies key +2 and attack and defense by 50% plus an additional attack and defense by 20% for characters who are super class. Bro, that's 70% attack and defense, bro, just in his basic effects. Every turn. Dude, crazy support, bro. Piccolo's nasty. And another good thing is with this Gohan right here, when you have Piccolo on the team, that's when you're going to activate his unit super. So with his unit super, he's going to be greatly raising defense instead of just a normal raising defense, which I tried this out. The raising defense is not good. Any character that just strictly raises defense that's going to set you up for a lot of disappointment, because defense is not going to look as powerful as it could be. But when he's greatly raising defense, that just takes the character to a whole new level. And then also, bro, along with the 70% attack and defense support, with Gohan already giving himself defense, like this guy, bro, I took him against like a Goku Black Super. This guy is nigh unkillable, bro. He's nigh unkillable. I even took him into the Blue Zone Gohan fight. I mean, the 13 million, he took a normal from the Teen Gohan for like 140 something K, which is not bad at all. Not bad. And then for the Super, yeah, Gohan, he killed him. I'm not going to lie. Like, even with a couple of debuffs, that Gohan, he actually did kill this Gohan. But this Gohan tanked a 13 million super for 1 million. He took a 13 million super with a couple of debuffs for 1 million. Even though we did die, like he still survived it. So that's actually really good in my book. He has a better chance of surviving. Granted, we give a couple more debuffs. Maybe if we had this Piccolo On here, he actually would have survived that. I'm not gonna lie. I think he would have survived. So yeah, Piccolo definitely a good option. You need to run these two together if you're running this team. You need to be running them together. It's not even an if. It's a matter of you have to. It's a must. Okay, and then for the next character you can run, I mean, I'm gonna keep these really short and sweet. Basically, the teams that I've been running pretty much are just, if I'm running this team, I'm basically gonna be running Daima. So you throw the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. He's definitely a lot better with the buffs given from all these guys. Actually, all these guys are giving him buffs. He looks a lot better now. I mean, I'll go ahead and pull him up. Why not? A lot of people have been downing this character, but I like him a lot more now than I did before. Where's he at? Where's that bad boy at? Well, he's on Pure Saiyans. Okay, we're gonna take this back a little bit. There he is. Yeah, dude. With everything this guy's doing, he's an effective slot 1. Now that we have all those buffs on the team for him, he's more of an effective slot 1 than what he was when he first came out. Now, this is one of those characters that's like the Majin Vegeta from Saiyan Day 2022. That guy wasn't really as good until we had a Trunks on the team, and then when we got Int Vegeta and Trunks, this guy just exploded on the charts, dude. Like, he got a lot crazier. Same situation, you know. Now that we got all these Daima support characters, or not even just Daima support, but attack and defense support, defensive support. Like, this guy's looking so much better now. So this Vegeta definitely another good one to have for sure. Now, another character I want to bring on here. Where's he at, bro? Where's he at? He be getting shafted a little bit. Let's bring him up. I mean, you guys already know who he is, but I'm going to bring him up anyway. Yeah, I'm bringing Glorio. Glorio on this team. This guy's a monster, bro. Let's take a look at him real quick. So with Glorio being on demonic power, dude, check this out, right? As a third attacker in a turn, all allies keep +1 and attack and defense by 50% for 3 turns. Bruh, can you believe this? Dude, look at all the support that we have on this team, dude. Like, this team is actually crazy. Look at the support. We have demonic power, attack by 40% and defense by 20%, Dragon Ball Seekers. All these guys are demonic power and except for Vegeta are in Dragon Ball Seekers. Glorio, he's giving all allies key +1 attack and defense by 50%. This Vegeta, he's not giving any support, but he's basically has all that crazy damage reduction to help him live. Piccolo's giving attack and defense by 70%. And then Gohan's just giving all allies defense, bro. Like, this whole team is just set up for success with all the support that they have. Like, they're really, really crazy. Like, this team is becoming a legit monster, bro. Now, top 5 team in the game, I don't know. Maybe top 10? I think so. With all the support that we have on the team, crazy. All right, and then for the next character I can run, I'm going to throw... I already know where he is. Boom, we're going to throw him on there. The Youth Goku. Throw him on there, bro. I mean, you guys already know what I said with this guy. The thing is with running 2 slot 3s, though, you're going to have to kind of like give up which one you want. You either want the 8% damage reduction in slot 3, or you want the crazy attack and defense by, what is it, by 50%? Yeah, it's either you want the 8% damage reduction or you want the attack and defense by 50% for 3 turns. So running these two, you might have to pick and choose which one you want. But it's another good option, you know what I mean? Say you might have one but not the other. These are both 2 effective slot 3s. All right, so let's just say you don't have Path to Power Kid Goku. I would recommend this Gohan right here, but this guy, he relies, so a lot of his stats rely on Hybrid Saiyans or youth category allies. So while yes, he can be an option for this team, I wouldn't recommend running this Gohan. I really wouldn't recommend it. A better option, I'd say, I would probably just give it to, man, I'd rather give it to Beast Gohan. Where's he at? I give it to Beast Gohan right here. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You have 2 slot 1 characters that could prove pretty fire. And then everybody else is giving all this nasty support. I mean, he's not Dragon Ball Seekers, but he's getting all the demonic power support plus the Piccolo support. So yeah, this would probably be like the best team if you didn't have one of these characters. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video today. This is the best teams for this Eza Agl Gohan. And like I said, I could have went a couple of more teams, but you know, I picked the most optimal teams that you want to run. Now, like I said, if you guys don't have some of these characters, just be creative. You know, you can always interchange a lot of these guys. There's so many like hybrid Saiyans, or if you want to run the demonic power, you got some options, but just get creative. That's all I can say. Just get creative. You know, if you don't have one certain unit, just get creative, look in your box and see who you can pull. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video today. If this helped you out, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I will be doing a lot more of these for every unit that comes out. EZA, Super EZA, Dokkan Fest, Yellow Coin LR. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Adios, amigos.